Have you ever wondered how a tiny pill can make you feel better? You pop it in your mouth, swallow, and boom, it's like magic. It's all about how drugs interact with our bodies to produce their effects. Think of it like a lock and key. The drug is the key, and the lock is a specific part of our body. When the key fits, it triggers a change that helps us feel better or fight off illness. Pharmacodynamics is like a map that helps us understand this intricate dance between drugs and our bodies. It's the reason why aspirin relieves headaches and antibiotics conquer infections. Pretty cool, right? So, what exactly is pharmacodynamics? It's a big word, but it's actually pretty simple. It's the study of what a drug does to your body. This includes how the drug interacts with different cells and molecules, and how it ultimately produces its effects. Understanding pharmacodynamics is crucial for developing new and effective medicines. It's like knowing the rules of the game before you start playing. By understanding how drugs interact with our bodies, scientists can design drugs that are more targeted and effective with fewer side effects. Pharmacodynamics is a complex field, but it's also incredibly fascinating. It's like unlocking the secrets of how our bodies work at a molecular level. Drugs work in a variety of ways to produce their effects. Some drugs work directly on the body, while others target specific molecules or cells. Let's break down the three main ways drugs exert their magic. First, physical mechanisms. Sometimes, drugs work simply by their physical properties. Take antacids, for example. They neutralize excess stomach acid, providing relief from heartburn, or activated charcoal absorbs toxins in the gut, preventing systemic absorption. Second, non-receptor mechanisms. Other drugs work by interacting with enzymes or other molecules in the body. For instance, ACE inhibitors, commonly prescribed for high blood pressure, block the action of an enzyme that constricts blood vessels. This helps to relax and widen the vessels, lowering blood pressure. Third, receptor-mediated mechanisms. Now this is where things get really interesting. Many drugs work by binding to specific proteins on the surface of cells called receptors. These receptors are like tiny messengers that receive signals from other cells or molecules. When a drug binds to a receptor, it can either activate it or block it, leading to a specific effect in the body. We'll delve deeper into receptor-mediated mechanisms in the next section, as they are the most common and diverse way drugs work in the body. Receptors are like tiny antennas on our cells, receiving signals from other cells or molecules. When a drug binds to a receptor, it sends a message, telling the cell what to do. There are four main types of receptors. Ligand-gated ion channels act like gates, opening to let ions in or out. GABA, for example, binds to these channels, promoting relaxation. G-protein-coupled receptors are like switchboards, triggering signals inside the cell. Beta blockers slow the heart by blocking of beta-1 cardiac receptors. Beta-1 receptors belong to G-protein-coupled receptors family. Enzyme-linked receptors, for example, insulin receptors, which trigger glucose uptake via tyrosine kinase activation. Nuclear receptors, targeted by hormones like estrogen, control gene expression. For example, prednisone binds to glucocorticoid receptors to suppress inflammation. These tiny messengers help drugs create specific effects in our bodies. Now let's talk about agonists and antagonists. These terms describe how drugs interact with receptors. Agonists are like keys that fit perfectly into a lock and turn it. They bind to a receptor and activate it, producing a response. Morphine, a powerful painkiller, is an agonist that binds to opioid receptors in the brain, mimicking the effects of natural endorphins and reducing pain signals. Antagonists, on the other hand, are like keys that fit into a lock but don't turn it. They block the receptor, preventing other molecules from binding and activating it. Naloxone, a medication used to reverse opioid overdoses, is an antagonist that blocks opioid receptors, preventing morphine from binding and reversing its effects. Understanding the difference between agonists and antagonists is crucial for developing safe and effective medications. By targeting specific receptors with either agonists or antagonists, scientists can fine-tune the effects of drugs and minimize unwanted side effects. It's amazing how much we've learned about pharmacodynamics. So, the next time you take a pill, remember that it's not magic, it's science. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one discovering new and innovative ways to use drugs to improve human health. Keep asking questions, stay curious, and never stop exploring the wonders of science.